What about that man? He's very persistent.
Don't worry about him. We have ways of dealing with such people.
Are you sure you haven't seen him, sir?
I'm quite sure. Oh, Jean, this is Detective Inspector Croston. Give him any help you can. If you'll excuse me.
Yes, of course, sir.
Well, now, Inspector, what can I do for you?
Well, I think I'll need a pass for a start.
Well, that's easily arranged. Anything else?
Yes, I was supposed to meet a colleague of mine here, Detective Inspector Gascoigne.
Yes?
Well, he was investigating a missing person on one of your charter flights. The funny thing is, he hasn't shown up.
Detective Inspector. What shall I say your business is?
Investigation into chameleon youth tours.
Well, what is this, please? It's a machine that takes your photograph.
Photograph?
Well, you see, you've got your... No, no. What puzzles me is this girl pretending to be Polly, yet in a way she is Polly. Do you think she's been brainwashed? No, not in the time. Whatever happened to her in a few minutes. Look out. All right. Come in. Jamie, we've got to find out more about these chameleon youth tours. But the trouble is, we're not free to move around with the authorities looking for us. Well, they're not looking for me. No, that's true. You can investigate the hangar. Leave it to me. Now, what about you? I'm going back to the Commandant and try and convince him that there's a murderer abroad. Well, I'll go with Ben. No, Jimmy, I want you to find your way back to the comedian kiosk and keep an eye on Polly.
Yes. Can I help you?
Yes. I'm Samantha Briggs. I've come down from Liverpool.
Oh, really?
It's about my brother, Brian Briggs.
What about him?
He went on one of your tours, and now he's disappeared.
I'm sorry. I don't follow.
Well, it's really very simple. I tried to get the telephone number of the hotel you sent him to, and the operator said there was no such place.
Well, the operator must have been mistaken then.
So, I got in touch with the police, and they said that Brian wasn't staying at any hotel in Rome.
Well, perhaps he changed his mind and decided to go for a different tour then.
Yes? Well, what about this then? A postcard from Brian posted in Rome.
Yes, that does seem odd, doesn't it? Would you like me to make some inquiries for you?
Well, what do you think I've come all the way down from Liverpool for?
Well, since you've put the matter with the police, why have you?
The police. They say that dozens of people go missing every week, and they haven't got the men to go chasing after them all.
I see. What did you say your brother's name was?
Brian Briggs. Would you like me to spell it for you?
That won't be necessary, thank you. I'll see what I can find out, if you don't mind waiting. Is Captain Blade there?
No.
Well, I must speak with him urgently. Inquiries about a missing passenger.
I'll tell him to contact you. It shouldn't be long.
The gentleman I wanted to speak with wasn't available. They're trying to find him. Do you want to wait?
Well, I've got nothing else to do, have I? I'll be over there.
Is anything the matter?
Stuck-up thing.
What?
Not you. That girl. She just couldn't care less.
About finding your brother?
Yes.
I couldn't help overhearing. Do you think something's happened to him?
Well, that's just it. I don't know. Oh, Brian can take care of himself all right, but still.
Aye, well, I hope you're right.
What do you mean?
Well, I might just be able to help you. I can't tell you anything at the moment, but later I'd like you to meet a friend of mine. I'm sure he'll know what's best.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
Gentleman to see you.
did he say what about?
Oh, yes. It's about a dead body.
Bring him in.
Would you come in, please?
Thank you. Ah, Commandant. How nice to see you again.
Airport police, please.
Please hear what I have to say.
I've heard all I want to from you. What do you mean they're engaged? This is the commandant. Thank you.
If you're going to speak to the police, then tell them that there's something happening in this airport that may endanger human lives.
Hello, police. Commandant. Would you send a couple of men down here at once, please?
Since I'm obviously about to be arrested, may I make one last request? Listen to me for just 1 minute.
Not for 1 second. I've heard all I want to hear about burnt fibers, ray guns, disappearing bodies.
But there was a dead body in the Chameleon Tours hangar.
Chameleon Tours?
Why? Do you know something about it?
Oh, listen, but the Inspector Carson wanted
All right, Jean, I'll handle this. Take this man away. Put him under lock and key and keep him there.
One step nearer and I'll blow you all to smithereens. Catch.
All right. After him.
That's quite clear, is it? You know what to tell her.
I do.
As soon as you've got rid of the girl, close the kiosk and get on the next flight.
Miss Briggs?
Yes, have you found anything?
Well, yes, I have, but I'm afraid it doesn't help very much. Your brother definitely did get on our flight to Rome, but what he did when he got off the plane, I couldn't tell you.
Well, if you can't, who can?
Miss Briggs, we're dealing with thousands of passengers every week. We can't keep track of every single one. If I were you, I'd go back to Liverpool. I'm sure your brother will turn up eventually. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to close this kiosk.
Thanks for nothing. Something funny going on here.
Why?
My brother's vanished, and that lot just couldn't care less.
Hello. What's the name of the man who's in charge of this airport? The Commandant? Right, well, look, can you put me through to his office, please? All right, then, air traffic control. But I want to speak to a friend of mine who should be with the Commandant right now.
Doctor, I'd like you to meet this young lady.
What young lady?
Where's Polly? She's still inside.
Oh, I shan't be a minute.
Polly.